Hey everybody, what's going on? I am Gregg Sussman, joined today by Mattek of SportsGrid, who, after last week's waste management, looks to keep it rolling this weekend. What's going on, Davis?
Not much. I am sitting here trying to deal with this Dustin Johnson withdraw news. I feel bad. I got all my bets in yesterday morning before DJ withdrew. Seeing that crazy 3.5 to 1 number that FanDuel had posted. And if you ever wanted to learn the value of getting that closing line money, I mean, this is a great example of it because some of the odds we've talked about have literally been cut in half.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a whole different show planned, and then 5 minutes ago, some of this news breaks, and here we are talking about Will Zalatoris plus 1,900, 19 to 1 now as the bet that is the lowest here on our list on this edition of the Hurry Up. Zalatoris is a guy that you like. We've spoken about him in the past. Why at 19 to 1 is he a good bet?
So if you just look at the top of this field, I mean, we have our guy Cantlay, who we think is, one of the 5 best players in the world. But then after that, it's Daniel Berger, who, I think Daniel Berger is good. We've talked about him on this show, but I don't think he's one of the 5 or 10 best players in the world, really. Then we go into Paul Casey, Jason Day, Francesco Molinari. So I'm kind of looking at this event like literally anyone could win it, not necessarily so much because of the features of the course, but just because it's such a weak field relative to what we normally see at Pebble Beach and normally to what we relatively see at PGA Tour, marquee events. So Zalatoris, we talked about him last week. Basically, he's going to win on tour this year. Like if you offered me that bet at minus 200, I think I would take it. So when we're getting good numbers on him in weak field events, which is what this is now that DJ has withdrawn, we're just going to be taking that bet every time.
Will Zalatoris is going to win at some point, as David said last week, and is doing it again here. We're getting him at 19 to 1. It's a number worth it, especially with this field kind of being Patrick Cantlay and everybody else. Zalatoris, worth it here at plus 1,900 over at the FanDuel Sportsbook. Moving on to 75 to 1, that brings us to Nick Taylor. As we said just a moment ago, anybody can win it. Why is Taylor part of that anyone?
So Taylor has great course history here. That definitely is part of it. He does, and he also is one of those guys who does better on the on the West Coast swing. Actually, I'm just realizing not only does he have great course history here, he actually won this event here last year, which is why this number is not 150 to 1. Because he is a previous winner of this event. But if you look at what the things that Nick Taylor does well, he's a really strong wedge player. He is not going to miss off the tee. He's not going to hit it 350 yards like Bryson off the tee either, but he's not going to be spraying it into the Pacific Ocean either. So he fits the course. Previous winner here. Super weak field, as we talked about, at the top. So we're gonna bank on the back-to-back winner with our guy Nick Taylor.
Yeah, and of course, history isn't just good. It's great considering he won this event last year. Davis choosing Nick Taylor to go back to back, and you're getting him at this number here at 75 to 1. Maybe he probably should be a little bit farther than that, but considering he won it last year, why can't he do it again? History will repeat itself, or at least worth taking a shot on repeating itself here at plus 7,500 on the FanDuel Sportsbook. Let's go a little bit farther. Let's get to that 100 to 1 player, and that brings us to Kyle Stanley. You can get him at plus 10,000 right now at the FanDuel Sportsbook. Stanley was a late addition here to the Hurry Up. Why did you feel like he was worth getting in there?
So Kyle Stanley, not a big winner on the PGA Tour, right? Let's just call a spade a spade. He's got 2 wins in his career and has not won in a while. But if you use like long-term decay models like Data Golf has, like a lot of very serious golf bettors have, you'll notice that those type of models tend to be higher on Kyle Stanley because he gains a ton of strokes off the tee and tee to green, right? Just basically never loses strokes tee to green, at any event. 2019 on tour, he was, above PGA average. 2020 on tour, he was above PGA average. And so far this year, 35th on tour in strokes gained tee to green. Obviously, where he's going to come in terribly is going to be the putting, right? That's just what we know with these guys. And obviously, he's going to have to putt well to win any event. That's just the way that it works. But Pebble Beach can be such a difficult golf course that just playing well tee to green can set you up so much better than guys who are playing poorly tee to green. So taking a shot, Kyle Stanley 100 to 1, just kind of betting on that tee to green game is the direction we're going this week.
I always love when we talk about betting on someone that you preface with is not a winner. And we're betting on the guy to win. And that's what Kyle Stanley is. His putter is not good, but he has a couple of wins back in earlier in his career. Not somebody that is likely to win this event, but 100 to 1 at plus 10,000. He's got a shot here. And that's what we're looking for as we make a long shot bet. Kyle Stanley is that player. So take a shot. Why not right now over at the FanDuel Sportsbook? That's going to do it for us here at the FanDuel Hurry Up. Davis, we appreciate the time. Good luck this weekend.
Hey, thanks for having me. Hope that we get to enjoy some great golf on a beautiful golf course.
That should be fun. Coming up later this week, we'll talk more NBA with Tom Vecchio and, of course, the Daytona 500 with Jim Sanas. A fun week ahead here on the Hurry Up. For Davis Mattek, I'm Gregg Sussman. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for another edition of the FanDuel Hurry Up.